What if love doesn't always arrive with certainty? What if sometimes it sneaks in quietly? And by the time you realize it's there, it already matters too much for you to ignore. And that's what I think is happening in this part of the Cottage episode. Not a clean, polished declaration. Not two men who are fully ready. Not love without fear, but love arriving anyway. And that's why this part of this episode is so powerful and hits so hard. It shows us that fear and love can coexist. Welcome to the Good Life Lab, where queer stories meet the science and psychology of a good life. Hi, I'm Dr. Dave. I'm a college professor, therapist, turned content creator and YouTuber. And this channel is all about providing you clues, tools, and tales to help you enhance your life, to make your life better and good. And if you're new here, the month of March, we have a special series around this Compass Quest challenge. So I'm providing clues for you along the way in my episodes. And if you collect them and submit them at the end of March, you might have a chance to win one of 3 prizes. So stay tuned, look at the end of the episode for more details in my description below, and just have some fun with it. I'm just doing this as a personal challenge, but also trying to engage the audience in a different way. And so today I'm taking 3 more scenes from the Cottage episode, counting down from 33, we're at 15, and just talking about the clues revealed in the Cottage episode as again, for fun, for us to go deeper into the episode, but also to pay attention to clues in our own lives. And so the next scene I'm looking at, I'm calling Cottage Clue Revealed number 15. It's the part of the scene where Shane says he wants to be together so much that it scares him.
Is that what you want? To be together? So much. So much it scares me.
And this scene is an honest reveal for Shane because he's not just saying that he wants Ilya, he says he wants to be together so much that it scares him. And that matters because it tells us that it's no longer just attraction. This is desire becoming attachment. And one of the strangest things about love, and when it starts to matter most, it can feel both beautiful and frightening at the same time. You want it, you need it, and because you need it, you suddenly realize you can lose it. And that's what fear often means here. Not that something is wrong, but that something important is at stake here. So this scene reveals that Shane is no longer just caught up in feeling. He's feeling the cost of carrying this much. That's a huge shift. All right, clue revealed number 14. Ilya loves Shane. It may not be a big reveal to us, the audience. We see that kind of evolving, but from the scene, it's very clearly a reveal to Shane.
I love you.
Ilya says it, he loves him, and you see that little microsecond of maybe he shouldn't have said that. And in a lot of stories, that might be the only dramatic climax. We've had a number of them already in this episode. But here, what makes it so powerful is that so much has transpired already. By the time that Ilya says it, the Cottage episode has already given us so many clues. The tenderness, the exclusivity, the desire to plan, the fear around the being together and trying to make it work, the grief of Ilya losing his mother, just being honest with each other. So much has been happening in this episode already, building up to this scene. So when he says it, it feels like a culmination, a reveal of so much that's happened so far. And the reveal isn't that we know that he feels it, because we know that from the tunnel scene that he feels like he can't live without him. He doesn't know what to do with his love for Shane. It's just that he hasn't said that to Shane. He hasn't confessed that openly to Shane. And so that's the reveal here. It feels like love is finally catching up to what we've already seen, to what is true in this episode in the series. All right, Cottage Clue Reveal number 13. Shane loves Ilya. So, and then Shane says it back to Ilya, we know in the scene. You know, he's caught off guard. He says,
Holy shit. I mean, I love you too.
and maybe that matters just as much as Ilya sharing that. Maybe more, because Shane has carried so much fear about this, so much control, so much resistance. So when he says, I love you, it's not just a romantic response, it's a surrender. Letting go of the old story that maybe this could stay contained, stay temporary, stay unnamed. Now it's named. Now it's even more real, which is a fulfillment of what I think he really wants. And when it's named, the relationship can finally find its fulfillment. And the plans that he's thinking about for the future have even more meaning for him. And that's why this lands so deeply, because they finally come to the point where have enough history after 10 years and time together at the cottage that they're beginning to peel back some of those layers of protection and fear and let that love come out more fully. And that's why this stretch of the Cottage episode makes me think of something really important in relationship science and positive psychology. A meaningful life isn't the absence of fear, and a healthy relationship isn't the absence of vulnerability. Often the clearest sign that something really matters to us is that it makes us feel both drawn in and exposed. That's what's happening here. Love and fear are coexisting. And from an attachment perspective in relationship science and counseling theory, that makes sense. When we deeply bond with someone, we don't just gain comfort. We also become vulnerable to loss, disappointment, longing, and dependence. So when fear arises when love gets real, that doesn't necessarily mean that something's wrong. It may just mean that the stakes are finally honest. And that's one reason this part of the Cottage episode resonates so much. It shows us that love isn't always neat. Sometimes it sneaks in before we know how to carry it. And for those of us who have spent years, like me, decades, trying to manage my desire, suppress the truth of how I felt about somebody else, another man, or staying safe by staying hidden, love can feel both healing and terrifying at the same time. And that's why this episode lands so hard for me, because it honors both the healing, the power of love, but also the vulnerability, the fear that comes with it. So let me close with this question for you for reflection. What in your life feels important enough that it both draws you in, but also scares you a little bit? Maybe it terrifies you some. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it's a dream that you have that you're, feeling drawn to, but also scared to pursue. Maybe it's a truth about yourself that you feel like you need to face, but you're definitely afraid to. Again, these are clues that you may just want to pay attention to, signs that you are maybe leading you in a different direction. You don't have to do anything with them today. Just at the purpose of this month of the C and compass is to just listen for those as clues, potential clues, write them down, journal about them, talk to other people about them, and see if they are revealing something that you want to follow through with. Sometimes these clues may not make you just feel love or good feelings. Sometimes the clue is that it matters enough to you that it makes you feel exposed in some way. And if you're following along on the Compass Quest, the clue for today is matters. So write that down. Don't do anything with it necessarily right now. Just keep track of it and be ready to submit at the end of March on my website. I'll give you more information about that soon. And if you haven't already, if this is resonating with you, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me know that I'm doing something meaningful, but also I can sustain this over time. So please subscribe if you haven't already. And enjoy the Compass Quest hunt. I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.